to drug test him.
Which is the biggest, because you only have to live. For 7th grade, that's one way.
This is my new car? This is not mine.
What's up, homie? This is your car. It's your problem now. You got a lot of work to do.
Dude, I didn't know it looked like this.
We got a couple more parts there. I got a fuel tank, radiator, some other bits and pieces, and we'll be able to get you the new 2021 suspension with the long travel, but this is just to get you started on the project because I really want to see this thing go through. So let's get you the car right now so you can start working on the thing. My birthday's in March, so for my birthday, I want to see you driving this thing, okay?
He said his birthday's in March. Done by the time it's March for his birthday.
It's better see you popping wheelies.
Yeah.
By my birthday, you got to do it for my birthday.
By his birthday, we gotta pop a wheelie in this thing. Deal. Dude, this will be so easy to pull out the motor. Or through that there.
So, yeah, it's coming out the side super easy. So what I'm going to recommend is you take these tubes out back here.
Oh, right here.
So this was a rallycross car that we had in the America's Rallycross series.
Okay.
So we've had some like pro athletes and dirt bike guys and a bunch of different people drive it. It's car number 6. So this is prototype number 6 that we built. And yeah, I want to see it do rad stuff. So I would recommend cutting out this back section.
Okay.
And then we have a new like way to mount the suspension back here as well. It's very similar to what Polaris does.
Oh, okay, yeah. No,
so
I can see that right away.
You'll basically, I'd say you're gonna cut this out, and you'll probably cut this section out in some way, and then I'll give you the mounting plate to hook the suspension back up. We also have it so you can run Polaris hubs on the outside.
Wow.
So these
they have it so you can run the Polaris hubs.
It's not in it right now, but we have the ability to do it.
And then after this, after we take it off, he's gonna send us the new 2020 long travel. Oh, I'm excited. They're insanely light, I bet, too.
Yeah, like you can. Well, I don't know if you can lift it up. I've been training for this.
No, I can't do that.
It'd be good for popping wheelies. So I got a basic fuel tank for you here.
It's like what, 2 gal, 3 gal?
It's about 4 actually.
Oh really? Wow.
Yep. And so you should be able to mount this in here, like above the engine. So it's a place to get started. I gave you a radiator too that should be big enough to get started. But you know, we built so many of these prototypes that we've got it pretty well figured out.
Prototype number 6. It's crazy.
So there's a steering column in here, some window nets, fuel pump. Yeah, and we have other pieces.
Stay tuned, guys. What's your name?
I'm Cole.
Cole? So you own Sierra Cars?
Yeah.
How'd you get started with this?
I just wanted the ultimate driver experience, so something really lightweight, really driver focused, that you could do lots of different terrains with. You know, you see these are tires that we use to test at Pikes Peak, and Pikes Peak's an all asphalt hill climb, but I love to go to the dunes and hit jumps, and so we make the long travel version as well. So we make a 700cc version, a 1300cc, and then a turbo 1300cc. And so I'm excited to see what you could do with a 1000cc turbo. And the design came just because we wanted the best driving experience, but also to be really versatile. So, you know, we're here in Utah, there's a lot of off-road racing and desert stuff, but there's also great road courses and asphalt racing as well. So I like to do all of those things, and having one weapon that can do all those things.
Right.
So this is prototype number 6 that you're getting here. And we built 16 of these chassis, and then
16.
And then we have 10 of the brand new 2021 cars that we're building out. But
so with the 2021 cars, how far are the tires back out?
They're only a little bit wider. It's just a lot more travel, and I can take you inside and show you.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get much wider. This is a 67-inch width.
67 inch width.
And then the new cars are 68. and
so
only a little bit wider. But you
right, because they already look super duper wide.
Yeah, they're pretty wide. So you know, compared to like a traditional 2-seat UTV, this is about as wide as most of those.
Of course.
And then yeah, the wheelbase is probably similar to what you'd experience in a 2-seat UTV. It's a 90-inch wheelbase. So just big enough to where you can have a good sized engine, enough room for the driver, but not too big that you have a bunch of extra weight. So.
Right. You know, for me, since I'm so small, I should drop the cage down.
Yeah, do a low roof line?
No, but it's already like super low.
Yeah.
It's like down to my chest. By the time this thing's finished, it's gonna be a little bit taller, but it's crazy. All right, you want to take a tour?
Yeah, come on in. Let me.
This is what my car is gonna look like when it's finished. Maybe set up a little bit different, made for Pikes Peak, just so it sits super low. It's also gonna be, are these 2-wheel drive cars?
Yep.
Okay, so it's gonna be 2-wheel drive like all of them. We're looking to make 350 to the wheel with a E85, dump a big turbo on it, and use a Polaris power plant. Just put it right in there, see how it fits, see how it works. And I'm glad to have one of these cars with me.
Let me show you the new suspension.
Alright, so this car is set up for Pikes Peak. So as you can see, it has like those NASCAR kind of thingies right here, where they have these little droop downs. And then it's also, they have this little wing thing right here. What does this help? Like, what does that do?
Front down force. So you've got a rear wing for the rear down force and front wing for the front, and you want to have a good balance. So
it's literally like a mini supercar.
It is, dude.
That's insane.
Yeah, you'll drive it one day.
Yeah.
We'll get you up to speed.
I hope.
We'll start with the naturally aspirated car. So this is the turbocharged car.
So this one's a turbo car.
Yeah.
All right, so.
And we can make 450 at the wheels with this thing.
They can make 450 horsepower to the wheels. That's insane.
Yeah, out of a 1.3 liter Hayabusa, it's a nasty machine. At Pikes Peak this year, I only ran like 310 horsepower at the wheels, so.
What, they're like 1,500 pounds? Like 1,000 around?
With me in it, yeah, it's 1,500 pounds.
With him in the car, it's 1,500 pounds. So when you buy a Razor, they come 1,500 pounds. So when you put a cage on it, so this is fully chassis frame, so when you put a cage on it and all this extra weight, it's gonna add up to around close to 2,000 pounds, and with him in it, it's 1,500.
And this makes enough downforce that 100 miles an hour, I could drive upside down. It makes that much downforce. So if you watch our Pikes Peak video, as the car accelerates, it gets lower and lower to the ground. So it looks relatively high off the ground now, but at speed, the thing just sucks down.
So what he's saying is when you go super fast, then this wing and this front wing or
front wing, rear wing,
okay,
they work together.
It'll push the car down. So if it looks pretty high, this will be like way down here.
Yeah,
right. So it drops down really close to the floor. So when it'll look pretty cool on camera. When you slow down, it raises back up, and then when you speed up, it goes back down. It's pretty cool. But
power of aerodynamics.
Yeah.
So these two cars ran at Pikes Peak also this year. So this is something that
2 more Pikes Peak cars
would be like where I see you going. You know, if you want to do some asphalt racing with it, it's going to be a car like this. So this is naturally aspirated. These make about 200 horsepower, but it's a simple, lightweight setup. You see no side pods, no big cooling system, real tidy.
Right. So. Can these cars be run with the sand dunes?
Oh yeah.
Just to like rip around?
Absolutely,
man.
Ooh,
sand dunes. Oh.
Yeah. So you can see. So this is the 2021. Oh, this is all right. Isn't this nice?
Look at the cage. It's got a roll.
Yeah, lizard green. You know what's faster around a road course?
What?
That and this are both faster than this car around a road course. I drove them both back to back on the same day. You know what you can't take to the sand dunes?
This.
Dr. High Center, but that's the new suspension. You got adjustable travel, so there's 10-inch and 12-inch, big trophy truck style, upright, super strong, but also gives you lots of steering angles, so you can slide the thing sideways.
So with the okay, so if I put a Polaris motor on, I can have the little stick thing.
Yep, you can have a handbrake.
Reverse everything. So if I were to crank it up like a bunch, so it sits like this, how high can I jump it? Because I know these cars can't be jumped very high.
You can. With the new travel, you can. So the old cars only had 8 inches of suspension travel, the new ones had 12.
Oh.
So I was doing the big Lucas Oil jumps in the white car over there.
Yeah.
No drama. So that's an 80-foot table, and it was basically flat landing, and it took it. So the new suspension travel.
The new suspension is actually made for jumping. So it's
Totally.
like if you're going through like a Lucas Oil course, they're actually made to go hit those jumps.
So you know Preston Godfrey.
Yeah, of course.
That's his car. That we just upgraded his front end.
Oh, that was the car that was sitting at the Godfrey.
So he wants to do jumps, right? Godfrey's jump things.
Of course.
So we put this new front end on his car and added power steering, and so it has a new nose, all the suspension travel.
Wow.
So you can see how much more travel it is.
Wait, I can't probably do it, but wow, that's a lot of travel.
So you can totally jump them now. We used to jump them, but you bottom out, and now you don't have to worry about bottoming out. Yep, 2-way adjustable shocks. And for your car, I'd recommend we'll do something like this in the front, and we'll do the big one in the rear. It's really similar. Those two cars have them. Same size like with an RS1.
So he's with the RS1, they have 2.0s. I think all around, or 2.0s in the front, 2.5s in the rear. Or something like that.
I don't know all the facts and figures.
I think. So those back ones are, I'm assuming, are 2.5s in the front and about 1.0s in the front.
I think 1.5 in the front.
1.5 in the front. Okay, so when it does that, the front can take a lot more pressure than the back can, so the back needs a little bit of a bigger shock to do that, so it equals all around, so it's super smooth. So we're gonna use almost the same setup as this one, just using it on my car, so when it's finished, it'll look somewhere around one of these cars, but probably not the same. But I'm excited to do it. I want to get it done.
Good, I want it to get done. I want to see you ripping that thing around, man.
Okay, so is this the...
That's a brake balance adjuster, so you can adjust the bias front to rear.
Oh, it has the same thing our friend has in desert racing. When you turn the knob whatever way, one way it'll lock up the front brakes more than you want it to go to the back.
Yeah.
If I'm correct. Okay, so like if you want to pitch a car around a corner, then you turn it up to the front so it brings the back around. And then if you want to drift around, you turn the knob the other way to go to hook to the back brake, so it's more of like an e-brake. So you can pitch it into the corner and slide it all the way around. But that's super cool.
Yeah, handbrake here, that does just the rear brakes. And then you've got the shifter there.
Right, I remember that.
Grabbing gears, man.
Yeah.
And then remember, your pedal box is fully adjustable, so there's...
So the way they set these cars up is
let me show you on this car.
Yeah.
You can visualize it this way.
Oh, so this is the 2021 version?
The 20, yep, that's with the wheels off, and these are the 700cc. So this is the Yamaha Raptor. Yeah, Raptor powered car. So you can see the everything in here. So you can see all the suspension travel that it has. It has massive brakes, big shocks, adjustable sway bars.
Oh yeah.
So we build all this stuff in-house.
So this is from the quad.
Yep.
So the quads are a lot lighter, so it might be a little bit slower than the Raptors, but
it's for the kids. We give you the adult car, and the kids get the 700cc. Okay.
So they're made for kids like me, and then they're going to throw a Raptor 700 motor in it. So that means it would be kind of like a paddle shifter.
It'll be a sequential shifter like the other cars. So it's a 5-speed sequential here with the hydraulic handbrake. And so whereas the Hayabusa powered car is a 6-speed sequential.
So these are 5.
This is under 1,000 pounds, so it's a bit lighter than the Hayabusa cars, but we don't give up any suspension travel. We sell great weight distribution. So it's just a really fun car in the dirt. If you're out playing around in the desert, it's got enough power, but it doesn't have enough power for the dunes, and it doesn't have enough power to go race Pikes Peak. But it is pretty good in the dirt. It still does 70 miles an hour, so it goes on. Yeah.
So for kids that are starting out or trying to learn how to use kind of like a stick. It's a sequential to learn that way.
Yeah.
So the way the clutch is oh, so you use this, it's like that.
It does have a traditional clutch.
So they convert the little hand thingy and they convert it into a little, like a pedal. So the kids that are starting out can learn how to even it out, which is super cool. And then all the new designs are like with this. I haven't seen this before in the other cars, so that's new. And then all the cars come with the handbrakes, which I'm not gonna touch right now. But this is a super cool setup. I like how you guys made this whole bracket right here. It's super sick. And
It's
then
got electric power steering as well, so it's fully adjustable. If you want more steering feel, you can turn the sensitivity down or turn it up if you want it really, really light. But that gives you the ability to run a huge off-road tire, and you don't get any feedback through the steering wheel. It just eats it up. So
what I was thinking we could do is pretend this is not on there. Weld it from here to down here, and then make a tire rack.
dude, absolutely, man.
Put like paddles on it and everything,
Yep.
so we can run it in.
So we plan on doing that on these other cars. Watch your head there. Come check this out. We have an accessory mount. So what I want to give to you actually is this piece. So I would say when you do your razor swap, we want to give you this piece so you still have a place for all the suspension to go to, and it's a real simple design, and it'll give you a lot of space back here. So you can convert the old chassis to this, and it bolts on and gives you all the space that you need.
So for the people that are going to buy a Sierra car, if they want kind of like a newer setup, all they have to do is replace this part of their the Sierra car and some other different stuff, and then just bolt this on, and it's super easy. So basically you have one of the newer models of the chassis brand.
Yeah, we can backdate old prototypes and old models, and we use the same chassis for the Hayabusa cars or the 700cc cars. So there's a lot of part sharing going on, just to keep the cost down, keep it simple, and we build everything right here in this shop. So you're supporting us and the team 100%. So it's we want a high quality piece that hopefully you don't have to buy new parts for, but we always are able to service old chassis and convert it to new equipment. So the pedals, you've got the adjustable pedal box in there, so the pedals can go all the way back or all the way forward.
So these bolts, I'm assuming right here, you can move this forward, so you don't have to get a complete new setup for it to fit you, or get a new seat to boost you up more. So these pedals just move back. So like this could probably go up to like right here. So, and then it goes all the way back here. So it could come all the way adjustable, which is super sick. And then it looks like the travel is super good, so I'm looking forward to crank these shocks up, get it ready for some sand dunes, and rip it around. And, okay, so you guys make your own steering rack?
Yeah, so we make our own steering rack now. The one that's in your car, I don't recommend doing jumps with, okay?
Oh, okay.
So we it'll roll around the shop all right, but you want one of these bad boy Billet steering racks. So it's something that we've developed, and it has adjustable ratios. So you can take this out and change it, and you have fast or slow steering. So if you go to Pike's Peak, and you're racing on asphalt, you probably want to slow that steering down a little bit.
So if you go like this, it locks it up.
Yeah, it turns a little bit slower, and so you don't have to change a thing. The guts come out, you put new guts in, and it makes it, really adjustable. So you can be really fast on the asphalt, but also have something that's is quick on the dirt. If you're racing in the dirt a lot,
so,
real quick hands.
I know this is really off topic, but kind of like a video game. You can like turn the thing up where it's like slower steering, faster steering.
100%.
So more touchy. So when you come like this, it'll lock it and stuff like that.
Yeah. I grew up on Gran Turismo, so my whole life is just Gran Turismo, just to the max.
If you guys play video games, I don't. I have an Xbox and I play it a little bit, but if you guys have video games, there's a little setting button where you can click faster steering, slower steering to slow the steering down a little bit. So this is basically like a real life video game setting kind of setup where you can take this out and slow down the steering or speed up the steering. So if you wanted to go to Pike's Peak, you want to slow it down, and then if you're in the desert, you want to speed the steering up so it's a lot quicker. So it's a super sick setup, and it's like a real life video game kind of thing, but it's super sick. And then this car runs Pike's Peak too.
It will.
It will.
It will. So we're building this to run Pike's Peak in 2022.
2022.
So I think it got a year and a half from now. It's a World Rally car. It's built by ProDrive. So there's a super cool plaque on the inside. I'll show you. This is one of the original ProDrive built World Rally Cross cars.
Well, you know what you should do is take the body off, then take a Sierra car, make extra mounts on the side, so you have a center-seated Subaru, and then mount the body on.
Believe me, I think about stuff like that all the time, man.
Yeah.
So this is a real deal rally car, and a customer brought it to us to prepare it. So we're putting all the cool Subaru rally car stuff on it that exists today, and yeah, gonna go run it up Pikes Peak 2022.
Some more parts over here.
Yeah, those are the new parts for all the Sierras that we've been cranking out.
Oh, okay, so this is the
That's the fixture tool for the rear. So when we convert a car, like Preston will probably convert his car, we converted this car. So this was our very first car that we ever built, and so this tool allows us to put it together and fixture it up and put all the tubes in the right place. So you can see where it was cut and sleeved and put back together. And I would recommend the same for you guys. Cut this out, give you all the space you need. And you know, there's a lot of, when you look at it like this, there's a lot of space to put an engine.
The clutch motor will probably end up right here.
Yeah, I think the critical point for you is just get the axles in the right spot in the rear. And the engine will kind of land where the engine lands. You can build everything else around that.
Okay, so what you're saying is that you should move the motor to where the axle can fit. Okay.
Yeah, I think lining up the axle in the right spot is going to be a critical thing to do.
No, of course.
And it's a mid-engine car, the weight's in the right place, so it's not going to really affect it if it's 6 inches further back or forward. Then, like, we can tune the rest with suspension.
So the way a Polaris RZR works, if you have a two-seater, the two seats are right here, but you may not see it, but the frame is actually narrow to fit the motor in the back. So when you have this little space thing, it's not in the center. So these are like center cars, so they just fit straight in the middle right here. So if there's a seat right here, there's a motor right here, and it lines the car perfect. It's sick.
It is. I'm excited for you to, you know, you've driven it once, you know what it's like.
Yeah.
Now I'm excited to see you put your own spin on it, because I wanted somebody to do this conversion. I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I don't have the time and money. So to hand it off to the next guy to do it, I'm stoked on that.
I'm gonna step back.
Sorry.
You shot a rock at me so hard. I was like, oh. That was sick.
Little shred shots, man.
You got so close to my car.
Good.
I was like, oh.
It'll look cool on the video.
Yeah,
right?
you just go.
That's what you got to do. So it's because it's a driver's car.
Yeah.
You drive with precision. Like, that's comfortable for me. You know, I can rip in a parking lot like this, small areas, and it just shreds, dude.
The first thing I saw was just like, it didn't look like it had enough power. Then all I see is, whoa! And I was like, oh my god.
It's got more power than you.
Thank you for everything. Let's get this.
You can find us on social media on Life Motorsport and Sierra Cars. So all the Sierra cars are built in-house at Life Motorsport, but Life Motorsport builds a lot of other types of cool cars like that Subaru and these Nissans and Corvettes. but Sierra Cars is Sierra Cars, and you can go and customize any car any way you'd like, from the choice of the chassis, color, to the body panels, which final drive you want. And so we just make it easy. If somebody wants to buy just a chassis, they can get just a chassis. A roller like you get, they can order that from us too. So we build it all in-house, and we're easy to find online.
That's insane. All right, awesome. What's your Instagram, dude?
I'm Cole the Racer. There's Sierra Cars, and then Life Motorsport.
Awesome.
With a Y.
Yeah, with a Y. Okay. All right, this is me. This is me, and this is me running Peaks Pike. If I can reach.
156 turns. So 4 miles.
This is an awesome place. I want that car. You should give it to me.
It's not even mine, man.
Oh,
Nothing
really?
here is mine.
Oh, it's Life?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's my friend Kyle owns that car, and he lets me drive it from time to time. So. Yeah.
I want it. That's beautiful right here. The setup in there. That's sick. That's my new dream car.
You'll drive it one day.
One day.
I'm sure. You're building up to it, so.
Yeah, but I'm a little too short to see over the steering wheel.
wheel.
I need a booster. Are you actually drinking coffee?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Cold black coffee.
Alright, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, turn on my post notifications if you want to see more videos. Like this video a ton. Try and spam it. Spam numbers, spam buttons all around here. Go down, comment, make sure you tell me you like the video so I can get more video ideas on this. I'd like to thank Cole. Go follow his Instagram, Cole the Racers, Sierra Cars, Life Motorsports with a Y. And then he built all these, he was the mastermind of all this stuff. So it's a super great time here. And make sure you guys stay tuned for my new car. We're putting a Polaris motor in it. So I'm looking forward to trying popping wheelies on that thing. See you guys next time!